Shalom, this is Shabbat Charlotte, Lions Den Camp. And first and foremost, I'd like to praise and honor and glory to the Father and the Son, in the proper true Hebrew tongue. Call Halal, La Yah Bashma Shai, Bashem, Ha Rakah Kudash Ma'amoth. Also, the other to the elders and prophets GMS, their mountain out as well. Ahawam Lasharala, peace, blessing, 1/3, success for elect. This lesson is going on Proverbs chapter 24, 25 and 13. I just going on wisdom ultimately, eating it, and of course, I did want to make a slight point just going on what's going to happen with it. Um, you know, when you taste it, it's sweet, But I'm gonna go ahead get this Proverbs chapter 25 verse 13. Shlakia. This is Proverbs chapter 24 verse 13. Shlakia. It says, "My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and thy in the honeycomb, which is sweet to that taste." So come, man. This ultimately this truth is sweet to our palate. It's very sweet. It's the truth ultimately, and so come, man. Verse 14 it says, "So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off." So come, man. Uh, Ultimately, wait for the Lord nowadays, man. Anything that waiting for the Lord was ever confounded, man. The Lord has promised his men, women, children something, a reward, and ultimately being in His truth is a blessing, which is as sweet as honey, and having knowledge and wisdom is, it is more of a blessing. So it's like blessing on top of blessings, knowing His truth, getting wisdom. These are things that carry us further through the truth, and that sharpens us ultimately, man. And come, man. Yeah. This is a wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 24. It says, "For wisdom is more moving than any emotion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness," man. Sophia, man. Pure, pureness, man. Virgin. That's what wisdom is for us. We use it only for righteousness, man. This is wisdom. It's only the old knowledge. This is knowledge of the earth and for the earth and the scriptures, ancient histories that schools don't even teach us. They might teach you about I'll say like Rome. It might teach you about this and that, but of course, hey, if we going into like Daniels or something like like any part of everything, Ezekiel, whatever, and we going into a time frame, we're gonna go deep into it, man. Um, shoot, and just going on that, you can go really deep into the scriptures, like very deep, because these are actual times that happen on the earth, man. And of course, Esau says it's been like this earth is 10 million years old and whatever, but nah, man, it's not that old. It's been from on the 7th day, that's 7,000 years. From on 4th was another like 7,000, 6,000. So the earth not even that old. Esau says 10 million, 1 billion, all the other junk, man. Nah, that he's just making it more complicated, Um, and history can be traced back, to the kind of, I ain't gonna say all the way to the beginning, but you can trace back stuff. Esau try to overcomplicate stuff, man. Saying 10,000 BC and everything, or I ain't gonna say 10, 100,000 BC, stuff like that. But Khan, man, they said for wisdom is more moving than any emotion. She passes and goes through all things by reason of appearance. So pure, Not Esau, man. He wicked, he the devil. And Khan, man, he don't got nothing to do with wisdom. I just had to talk about it just cause confusion, man. But verse 25 it says, "For she is the breath of power of Yahweh, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her." So calm, man. Esau, I had to say that, man. Esau the boy. He might be smarter than, wiser than Daniel, but that's ultimately through wickedness. The Lord allowed that on the left hand side, but he gonna be wiped away. He finna be destroyed. Anyone that believe into him, the kings and his fathers, man. That's two other people. Two other people believe that they can get the badge like Esau, that they can be equal to Esau, man. And they running that rat race, man. They trying to get to that. They trying to get to the cheese. Ultimately, they gonna keep running until they uh until they give up the ghost. I don't know if I can say all that, but because this is a everlasting. Well, I ain't gonna say everlasting, but it's a very um it's it's a rigmarole, and it has our people in turmoil because our people want money. They feel like the only thing they need is money, and Esau, the ham of the earth, offers them money, but the money that they trying to get is going to be hard to get, because they feeling they bad of a hole, man. But kind of this wisdom, man, this is something you can eat. This is something you can go past a man of the Lord, man, and just listen, and you can easily be 1 1/3 after that, simply believing. But honestly, you should, dive deep, go watch the apostle, watch, videos and everything. That's why I say to anyone I know, so kind. This is Numbers chapter 14, verse 8. It says, if the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into the land and give it us, a land which flow with milk and honey. So this already happened in the past when Moses through the spirit of Yahweh by some Mashai freed our people out of captivity, out of bondage, out of the house of Egypt. They want to go back and everything, you know. But ultimately bring it to a cave, or no, a mountain flowing with like had catacombs in it, like flowing with honey and stuff. They was bringing back clusters of grapes bigger than the men. Took like multiple men to bring back. So yeah, but ultimately this is what the paradise is going to be in the kingdom. That's what the Lord is also finna get reward unto his men, women, children that believe sincerely in the name of Yahweh Bashar all the way to the end, man. So he's finna give he's finna get the kingdom ultimately, you know. And but the honey on the physical side is the truth, and diving into it, and is the truth and its wisdom, you know, and wanting to grow more in the truth, grow more wise, grow more wise, and ultimately grow sharper and devour the meat. Try not don't try to get the honey of this world, GMO honey, man. Don't try to get the milk of this world or the meat of this world, man. You don't want none of that. There's nothing that this world can offer you that's actually real, man. But it's true. Ultimately, we'll give you honey. It might go down. It'll be sweet, go down bitter, but once you to the end on the latter days, it's gonna sit nice in your stomach because it's gonna heal your bones and your soul and your sinews and everything. And the Lord gonna even change your whole body, and getting a new body and everything. But yeah, that's what the truth is gonna do for you, and ultimately, nonetheless, this truth is a blessing to be in there in the first place. Your name being in the book of life. All right, this is John chapter 6, verse 27. It says, labor not for the meat which perish, which perish this. So come, man. Scripture say it right here, man. Our people try to get the meat that Esau offers. Will be if actually physical meat that you're eating, the money, the jobs, anything that provide our people with, quote unquote, stability physically, spiritually, and all that other stuff. It would be wise not to do that. It'll be wise to go into the Most High Yahweh Bashar Shai and ask for try to sup with him. Get to meet that actually fill your soul for forevermore. And it says, I'm gonna read from the top. It says, labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life. So come, man. For the meat which endureth everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath Yahweh the Father sealed. So come, man, you got to go through Yahweh's side to get to the Father Yahweh. And the meat that we finna get is, breaking down these scriptures and going, deep, breakdowns, Revelation, Daniel, Ezekiel, and you're able to know the times and the days and the individual times in history and everything. So, like First Maccabees or Second Maccabees or Revelations, in any part of the Bible, man, research. You gotta, study yourself and self-approve. And this is what this truth is going to do, because ultimately the the more we do learn about the scriptures, and the more sharper we get, is the more people that we can wake up. The more videos you do, and the sharper you get, it's a very much a blessing, because you're doing, we're doing, you doing, everyone, the men of the Lord, they doing what you're supposed to do, and we're gonna get closer to get out here, man. So, Lord willing, man, study, show yourself approved, but at least for this lesson, man, soon to consume the honey and the honeycomb, and get this truth, and understand, and get more wisdom, and labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life. You know, you gotta consume the whole road, man. Take the meat off the bone. This book is for us. And Yahweh is gonna come back down here with the intent to, of course, slaughter to our people and these heathens, and knowing that it's brothers out there that he can embrace and sup with. And, that might be you and anyone out there, man, woman, child. So come, man. And this is Revelation chapter 10, verse 10, and it says, "And I took the little book out of the angel's hands and ate it up." Just going into it was sweet, but with nothing bitter, man. It says, and it was Slaki, I'm starting from top. I took the little book out of the angel's hands and ate it up, and it was in my mouth, sweet as honey. And as soon as I had it, as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. So common is truth. Once you do eat it, it's sweet, because you know about the name Yahweh Bashim outside. You know about the place gonna be destroyed. You know about the finna collapse, Jacob's trouble. Everything good. This is ultimately the gospel, the good news, that we're not gonna be here forever. We're not gonna be here for generation. We don't have to hope for equal rights and Baal, Lucifer, and Molech. We don't have to hope for they say heaven and hell and 40 acres and a mule, all the other and hand in hand, and all other stuff, man. We wait on the Lord, and though it tarry, wait for it, because that's a sure destruction. You see everything that's going on across the whole the four winds, and ultimately, yeah, it get better, because not only does your family start to despise you, saying it's I don't know, there's a whole bunch of stuff, man. There's a whole bunch, you know it, everybody know it, and but ultimately, in the latter days, it's gonna be back. It's gonna be back to it's gonna be back to sweet. Ultimately, it is gonna give our body nourishment, man, because we suffer all that for Yahweh's sake. It's a uh, it's a it's a light burden, compared to what Yahweh went through, and it's a blessing to get His truth and His wisdom, and grow better every day, and strengthen your inward man. So, man, it can be better right now. You might feel the affliction physically and everything, but that inward man gonna keep growing. You want to keep uh, desiring that the milk and the honey, uh, the milk and the meat, and breakdowns and everything, and and this truth. So man. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, and with that, shalom.